already told you where the raiders are.
I know you're here. I'll find you. Gotta give me that last hit. Come on, I just want a little taste.
Hide from me? You're dead. Think you can win this, huh?
God damn it, I need covering fire.
Got your back.
You're not dead.
Yes.
That was Anything Goes by Cole Porter. That was Anything Went. Huh? No? No. Stupid. If you haven't been a good neighbor recently, like I certainly haven't, because I haven't been anywhere, you might not know about the latest news there. Now, I'm not saying I know this for sure, and I certainly didn't have anything to do with it, but there's been a robbery.
Yeah?
Supposedly. It sounds like someone, again, not me, I cannot stress that enough, someone else managed to steal from good neighbor's mayor, Hancock. If you're at
Just
all
don't bring any
familiar with
trouble
Hancock,
down
or
on us.
the stories that I have heard, you might be surprised at this turn of events. While I do not personally know Mr. Hancock, his reputation suggests he is not the sort of person who you'd want to cross. If anyone listening, who knows if anyone's listening really, but if you were involved, I would watch my back, like, forever. Here's Ray Smith with Right Behind You, Baby. A song that really sounds different when you hear it at 2 in the morning. Whispered really close in your ear.
Do you have some sort of medical problem here, or are you just yanking my chain?
Sorry. Should have just run.
Hey there.
Didn't expect help from a stranger. Thanks.
You looking for a new place to settle?
Could be. Why? Do you know somewhere good?
What are you looking for?
I just want to find someplace safe to live, without these assholes trying to kill me all the time. Why? Do you know of a good place?
Nah, can't think of anything.
I was just asking. Thanks again for your help. See you around.
That is not acceptable. Imogene is missing, and I want her found.
She's not missing, Mother.
Do you know where she is?
No, but that
So did you find out what happened to the courier?
I want her found. What else is Edward for if not to keep the family safe?
Mother.
When do
Edward
I
has
get paid?
better things
We'll
to
get
do
to
than
that.
sending someone out
First,
to
I
find
need to know what
Imogene.
happened to the courier.
Again.
If your father were here, he'd send someone to find Imogene.
I'm not going
Just
to
some
have
raiders that
Edward
ambushed
drop
him.
everything just because
I don't
he
like raiders
decided to
operating
bring
so
her
close
mother
to
again.
Parsons.
How
I hope this isn't the start of something serious. What about the serum he was carrying? Did you get any of it back?
You don't care what happens to your sister.
I'm not
I didn't find any. I guess they must have used it all.
Yeah, figures.
her business.
Oh well. Here's your pay for the job. Too bad about the serum. Now, as far as what's next. Oh hell, I guess it's time you met Wilhelmina. Jack's not gonna be happy about it. Come on.
I don't think you're even listening to me, Jack.
She's a grown woman. She's perfectly capable of looking after herself.
I insist you send someone to find Imogene.
We've been over this, Mother.
Jack, I'll take care of it. Mrs. Cabot, don't worry. I'll send someone to find Imogene.
Thank you, Edward. I can always count on you. Why can't you be as devoted as dear Edward?
You shouldn't indulge her, Edward. It just makes her more impossible to deal with next time.
Just doing my job. Speaking of which, we tracked down the last delivery from Parsons. Raiders got it all, I'm sorry to say.
Oh, that is bad news. Our supply here is dangerously low. Well, we'll just have to make it last until the next delivery.
Imogene is Jack's sister. You probably figured that out yourself. She's, a little flighty. Impulsive. From time to time, she runs off. Usually with a new boyfriend. Then I send somebody to bring her home.
Great. The sister's even crazier than Jack.
She's not crazy. She just wants the world to be a different place than it really is. I don't know where she's gone, but I can give you a place to start. She's been spending a lot of time in Good Neighbor, at the jazz club there, the third rail. Somebody there must know something. She's not known for keeping her mouth shut.
What if she doesn't want to come home?
Obviously, as one of the family, you can't just knock her in the head and drag her home by her heels. Usually, by the time I send someone after her, she's gotten bored with the whole thing and is ready to come home. I'm sure you'll think of something. You're supposed to be resourceful, remember?
And now, a word, or several, from our sponsors. Stop in for a drink at the Dugout Inn. The stories are free, but the moonshine will cost you. Ask for Vadim Bobrov. Next is, One More Tomorrow by Frankie Carl. It's nice. A little sappy, I guess, but, I mean, that's okay.
Better keep your iron strapped on. Friendly advice.
Hey.
Don't worry. I only test the weapons on customers I don't...
Sure. Let's take a look.
Purchase a variety.
Toss out the troublemakers. You keep that in mind.
Not just Billy. They were there too.
Smell that? That's
well,
freedom.
Here's I guess you'd say, unexpected bit
Oi,
of news.
we got beer.
I heard that a group of soldiers. Is it Pence? Soldier? Constabulary?
Hey,
What do we
Silver
call them
Shroud.
now?
Come on, tell me your
soldiers
secret identity. I won't
from
tell anyone.
The Brotherhood of Steel were spotted in the Commonwealth. Sounds like they were, well, they were kind of in trouble.
Lady,
The Cambridge
I need to
police
be a
station.
lot more high or a lot more drunk to be bothered right now.
He asked me what your
The Vault
flavor.
Dweller showed
I
up
said
and gave him a hand. Or a gun. Or something. The Vault Dweller helped them, is what I'm trying to say. Guess they'll probably be on their way soon, then.
Yeah.
You're blocking my light, doll.
Yeah.
What, you need something to take the edge off? Fred Allen, Hotel Rexford.
Here's a real classic from good old
You stepped through the gate,
Orange-colored sky.
you got balls.
It's a good one, no matter what anyone
Need something?
says.
You still looking for work, McCready?
That depends. You ready to fork over 250 caps?
No way. I don't trust you.
Sticks and stones, lady. You change your mind, you know where to find me.
we can put it on the grid. Better get it while it's hot. I'll meet you in the middle. You can show me what you got. If you feel lucky tonight, Diamond City, yes, my thing. I flash my style, I show my ring. I do the boys a favor with all my manual labor. It's good to be a good neighbor.
Ever been to Kill or Be Killed? Find new weapons.
Yeah? You're blocking my light, doll.
We can shake it up a little.
Sweet Pip Boy,
Kick it
sister.
up a
You hold on to that.
We can put it on the grid.
Lady, I need to be a lot more high.
While it's hot. I'll meet
Hi.
you in the middle. You can show
I
me
have
what you
customers on.
got.
I'll take a look. Sure.
Cash up front.
Mhm.
Now that you're licking, I need a dirty girl to do some dirty, dirty work. Blood on the pavement.
I want to hear the details first.
I got a certain anonymous client who's paying top dollar for a clean-up job. 3 locations. Everyone inside. No witnesses. Only catch? It's all in town. The old warehouses, so I can't use my regulars. Too noticeable. That's where you come in. The job's 200 caps. Payment after it's done. And don't worry, I'll know when it is.
I don't do work unless I know who's paying the bills.
Not your concern. Now, you taking the job or what?
3 locations. That's a lot of time. A lot of bullets.
Listen here, you. I'm playing ring around the rosy with no hired gun. Now, the client's offering 200 for the job, and 200 is what you'll get.
I'll get it done.
You better. Now, go out there and bust some heads.
It's always
Charlie.
You're becoming quite a regular. Well, the beer still tastes the same.
I hope you're having one.
Like shit.
Do you know Emma Jean Cabot?
Name rings a bell. Kind of balmy. Haven't seen her in a while, though. Try Magnolia. She likes to make friends with people. She might know more about this missing bird.
Magnolia.
Something I can do for you, gorgeous?
Do you know Emma Jean Cabot?
Emma Jean? Sure. I know her. I haven't seen her in a while, though. Are you a friend of hers?
I just need to talk to her.
Why are you looking for her, honey?
I'm trying to help her. Do you know where she is or not?
No need to get impatient with me. I just don't consider it polite to gossip to any stranger who walks into the club.
I just need to know where she is.
There was this preacher fella who used to come in here all the time. One of the slick ones. Always going on about remaking your life and so on. Most of the customers wouldn't give him the time of day, but Imogene, she latched on to him for some reason. I don't suppose it hurt that he was easy on the eyes. Intense. Some women find that irresistible.
Pam, would you come over here a minute?
Is there a problem, Miss Magnolia?
No, this lady here was just looking for Imogene. Do you happen to know where that preacher fella came from?
Brother Thomas?
Yes, that's right. The one Imogene was always hanging on.
Had to throw him out. Wouldn't stop bothering customers with that salvation racket. Kept going on and on about joining him at the back bay. Then he'd shove those stupid flyers in your face. Here, I kept one of them, just in case he didn't pay his bar tab.
Well, thanks, honey. You were a big help.
Anything for you, miss.
I hope Imogene's all right. I didn't much like the idea of her going off with that preacher fella.
Entertainment's down the stairs.
Such a positive guy, that Bing Crosby. Hey, well, there's this article in the newspaper. Boy, well, it's something. I mean, I'm not saying anyone is a saint, you know. I'm not saying it's correct at all. And you know, of course, the mayor. I mean, I've asked to read. I have a statement from the mayor's office. You know, it's well, I mean, it just says here there's nothing to worry about. That it's
Sweet.
Safe and all, everybody. Kind of. It's crazy stuff. I mean, anyway, it's well, it's something to think about, I guess. Yeah, let's play. Let's play. Worry, buddy. Please.
Hey there.
Welcome, neighbor. We're always glad to see a new face around here. Step right this way and I'll be happy to tell you all about our movement and how you can be a part of it.
I'm just looking for Imogene Cabot.
Oh, I'm sorry, but Emma Jean is indisposed right now. She's not seeing visitors.
What's she doing here? Is she a member of your movement?
Actually, she and I are, romantically involved. Not that it's any of your business, but she and I are just having a little relationship trouble. You know how it is. She's not seeing anybody until she cools off.
You're not holding her prisoner, are you?
No, she's not a prisoner. She's just locked in her room until she calms down. She was acting crazy, threatening to run off. No offense, but you know how women can get sometimes.
I'm going to see her, one way or another. Your choice.
Wow, you went right to throwing your weight around. I thought we were friends. If you want to see her so bad, don't let me stand in your way. Here, I'll unlock the door for you. She's all yours, neighbor.
You must be Emma Jean.
Don't tell me. Jack sent you.
Well, actually it was Edward, but close enough.
Edward, who works for Jack. I know Jack was behind this. He's always trying to control me.
You're Jack's sister? I was expecting someone a bit younger.
You really know how to flatter a lady, don't you? Just to be clear, I'm Jack's younger sister, the baby of the family. Once I get home and get some of Jack's serum, I'll be back to my usual stunning self.
Jack has a serum that reverses aging?
It's more like it halts aging. I started taking it when I was 32, so normally that's what I look like. You'll see once I get my treatment. I was well known as one of the belles of Boston society, back when there was any.
What happens if you don't get more serum?
Oh, I don't think we need to worry about that. I've gone without a treatment much longer before with no lasting effect.
I have a vial of that serum with me. Here. Looks like you need it.
How did you get that? Never mind, I'd rather not know. Thank you so very much. I'm so disappointed in Thomas. He seemed so interesting at first. But after we came here, he turned out to be just another brute. He actually thought he could force me to join his absurd cult.
Your boyfriend Thomas was a real charmer.
I was done with him, and he shouldn't have locked me in here. Don't worry, I'll find my own way home. I'm not quite ready to face Mother. And thank you. I really do appreciate you coming to find me, even though I didn't actually need rescuing. You can tell Mother I'll be home soon.
Try again. I think it's clearing up.
Inside the building. It's reading. Something to building.
This is maddening.
Hello,
Edward,
Wilhelmina.
Switch
Oh
over
my
to
God,
the
it's
heartbeat
happening.
modulator. Do you copy?
Pitching now. How's this?
Oh, that's done it. Edward, what's going on there?
We're under attack. They're inside the building.
Inside? Can you keep them out of the basement?
I'm trying, Jack. I've never seen raiders that... For God's sake, Sammy, the doorway, right there. Sorry. Things are a little busy around here right now.
Listen, if they're inside the building, you have to go to the office and shut down the elevator. You can't risk them getting to Lorenzo.
Got it. Office. Elevator. You better round up whoever you can and get them.
Hello? Edward? Come in. Edward! Ah! There's no signal at all. I've lost him.
What's happening, Jack? If these people are inside Parsons, if they free him...
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
I always knew it would end this way. I never should have allowed you to lock up Lorenzo in that place.
That isn't helping, Mother. And as I recall, using the serum was your idea, not mine.
So what are you going to do?
I said I'll handle it. I'm thinking.
Oh. What do you want?
What's going on?
That was Edward. He's at Parsons, the old asylum. They're under attack by raiders. It's strange. The guards have held off raiders before without any trouble. I don't know what's gone wrong this time.
I found Imogene. She's fine.
Oh, yes, good.
At least one small comfort on this dreadful day.
You'll be wanting to be paid, of course. Edward usually handles these things. Caps is what you use for currency, isn't that right? Here. I hope that's the right amount. Now, we really need to focus on the current emergency.
How can you be so callous about your sister's safety?
I wonder if these could be the same raiders that stole that last shipment. If some of them had used the undiluted serum, it could explain their unusual success against Edward's men.
What exactly does this serum do?
I suppose it's time you knew. The main benefit of the serum is to halt aging. My family and I are all over 400 years old. But it also confers other side effects, especially in the undiluted form that the raiders stole. It increases strength and resistance to all kinds of physical damage. So at least some of these raiders may be much more dangerous than the ones you're used to dealing with.
If you're 400 years old, then you were born before the Great War.
Yes, I think you were too. I'd say mid-21st century?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
You're right. I was just curious. Is there anything else before we get going?
So, this radio station...
Where do you get this serum from?
As you probably guessed, my father is the source of the serum.
Jack, are you sure it's wise telling her all this?
In the course of my attempts to cure him, I discovered that the artifact had introduced anomalies into his blood. So the source of his insanity is also the basis of the treatments that have prolonged all our lives. The irony isn't lost on me, but if he were to escape from Parsons, I would lose my father forever. I will not allow that to happen. Not to mention that the artifact has made him paranoid, homicidally violent, and endowed with extraordinary abilities.
Exactly what abilities does he have?
Enhanced strength, unusual resistance to most kinds of physical damage. Oh, and a kind of local telekinesis, which appears to be projected by the artifact itself. That's why I've built a dampening field into his cell. Which is why we really need to stop these intruders before they turn it off. Before we go, I need you to understand something. When we get to Parsons, you need to do exactly what I tell you. Nothing more, nothing less. Is that clear?
I'm not that great at taking orders.
Then it's time to learn, or neither one of us is likely to leave Parsons alive. Make sure you have whatever you'll need for a serious battle. I'll wait for you outside.
Jack, be careful. And try not to hurt him.
I love Father at least as much as you do. But you know as well as I do that if he gets free, there will only be one option.
Don't let it come to that, please.
I'll do my best, Mother. And if Imogene finally comes home, for God's sake, don't let her leave again until I get back. Now, I really do have to go. Ready? Let's go. Just to be clear, under no circumstances can we allow Lorenzo to be freed from Parsons. I would have lost my father forever. I refuse to let that happen after spending so long trying to cure him. The artifact that's made Lorenzo so dangerous. I'm sure his psychosis would be cured if it could be removed. But so far, all my attempts have failed. It's fused too tightly with his nervous system. I'm well aware of the apparent conflict of interest in my father being the source of the treatment that is prolonging my own life. But I assure you that if I had the chance, I would gladly give it all up to have my father back, even for a short time.
Diamond City, and I'll, portion of this broadcast has been brought to you by the Mega Surgery Center, now featuring facial reconstruction surgery. Why settle for less than perfection? Again, it's all over the crying.
Ready? Let's go. Just to be clear, under no circumstances can we allow Lorenzo to be freed from Parsons. I would have lost my father forever. I refuse to let that happen after spending so long trying to cure him.
Caravan or Raider?
What?
I said caravan or Raider. Which are you?
I'm here on my own.
Freelance, huh? All right. Come on in, but no gunfire. Market's open. You can do as much trading as you like.
should be.
When you turn up, you're dead.
enjoyed that last song. Okay.
Show your face. Come on, I dare you.
And now, a word or several from our sponsors.
No sign of them now.
Why drink dirty radioactive water when you could have it pure and bottled? Chen Kowalski's Clean Water Market, straight from the filter. This one is from Skeeter Davis. It's the, ironically, end of the world.
Welcome to the Slog. We're the only tarberry bog in the Commonwealth. So what do you think of the place?
It's pretty clever, making a tarberry bog out of an old swimming pool.
I appreciate your saying so. When I came across this place, it was the first time I'd seen anything like it. It seemed like a shame not to use it for something. You've probably noticed it's only ghouls around here. I used to live in Diamond City, until that rat bastard mayor threw me and all the other ghouls out. I decided that we ghouls should have a place where we could feel welcome, and that's mainly why I started up this farm.
It looks like you've done well for yourselves.
It's a good start, yeah, and I'm proud of all the work we've done. Still, I think we can do more. What if this place could be more than just a refuge for ghouls who aren't welcome elsewhere? What if it could also be an example of what we can do when we put our minds to something and work together? We want this to be a place that everyone looks forward to visiting, with smiling faces, good bargains, and great produce. Maybe we can make people take a second look, you know? Maybe then they'd see that we're not monsters.
Anything I can do to help?
As a matter of fact, there is.
We can't sell tarberries without traders, and trade caravans need safe roads. There's a gang of super mutants that's been preying on anyone who comes near their turf, including traders. It'd be a great help to us if you could take care of those brutes once and for all.
I'll take care of those super mutants. I promise.
Good. I didn't know what we were going to do.
Edward's men seem to have given a good account of themselves, but not good enough, sadly. We need to get to my office. From there, we can see how bad things really are.
Don't have the
stick
key.
close, follow my orders, and I'm sure everything will be fine. Let's go. Damn. The door's blocked from the other side somehow. We'll have to find a way around.
Would need the key.
I can't believe there's gonna be worth the trouble. Look at this place. Nothing but dust and junk.
What the hell was that?
Time's up!
Loot on you better be worth it!
Come on, girl.
Yes. That's it.
Edward, how badly are you hurt?
I'm not dead yet, but I don't think I can get up.
You kept them from using the elevator?
Yeah. I sent the elevator down to the basement, like you wanted, and shut it down.
Good.
Shot quite a few of them before they decided to leave me alone in here. Haven't seen anybody for quite a while. I think.
Well, I mean, I guess it was actually...
It's hard to keep track of time.
Are you sure you can't get up? I could really use your help.
Yeah, Jack. I'm pretty damn sure.
Well, then don't worry about it. Me and your friend here will have to take care of things ourselves. They've definitely reached the basement. Although I don't understand how they knew how to get past it.
In
Doesn't
Diamond
matter.
City that
We'll have to go through the abandoned part of the building. It looks like the Abremlin field is still functioning. Although several of the security doors in the basement have already been breached. We'd better hurry if we want to stop them.
is looking into some former residents of Diamond City. There was a house it was in the West Stands, and there was a guy and a kid living there, and they didn't really bother anyone, but, well, I guess maybe there was something funny about the whole thing.
What exactly is going on here?
I suppose it's time you knew. It's hard to overstate exactly how dangerous the artifact has made Lorenzo. In addition to being homicidally psychotic, he has also gained enhanced strength and unusual resistance to most kinds of physical damage. He also commands a kind of local telekinesis, which appears to be projected by the artifact itself. Now, we need to get to the basement before these intruders find a way to set Lorenzo free.
You okay?
Follow me.
I'll be all right. Be careful, Jack. I just need to rest here a minute. You too.
Someone there? Oh, it's a... How'd you get?
This is my property. You are trespassing.
Personal. You or me?
fucking mess. Let's hope we can find a way through. The utility elevator is on the bottom floor.
Not exactly the pushover that we were promised.
Huh?
End of the law! It's for us, right? How many of these
bastards are there?
Think something's broken?
Come on, little girl. Let's do this! Where'd that little bitch go?
Time for this!
Don't you die on me! Don't quit, do ya?
Oh, man, come back! I was happy.
Goodbye, rookie!
Think you can win this?
Huh? 4 of them? We don't have time for this! Good. The old utility elevator is still working. This will take us to the basement.
Basement.
Kill everyone you see. Don't hesitate. We can't let them release Lorenzo.
No way to pick this.
Oh, hell no! All those assholes upstairs, and they still can't stop these clowns from barging in here? Come on, damn you! Get that door open!
Those idiots are trying to shut down the Abremlin field. That's the only thing keeping Lorenzo from breaking out of there. We need to get in there and stop them.
Hello, Jack. It's been a long time since I've had the pleasure of a personal visit.
Father, I will stop this.
My powers have grown, Jack. The artifact still has so much to teach me. Once I am free, I will be happy to teach you too.
You know I can't let you out until I can remove the artifact. Let me see. Lucifer's balls. They've locked down all the security doors. I'll have to open them one by one from here while you work your way down the hallway. Quickly now.
That's right. You need to shut down the containment field in order to open the door.
Personality.
I'll be happy to show you how to get more of the serum. As soon as you let me out of here.
I'm opening the main door. Hurry! The Abremlin field is down.
Kill her!
Apparently.
Diamond City Radio. Let's find out what Danny Kaye knows.
Now, I will finally be free.
Wait for that. There's still one chance. I just need a moment to enter the failsafe codes. Kill them, quickly! It's not too late. It will take some time for him to regain his powers. We still have a chance to stop him.
Don't listen to my son. He's the crazy one. You know this. Look at what he's done to me.
Hi.
Ah, at long last, you did the right thing. You'll see.
Father, don't do this.
Too late, Jack. Why don't you wait there so that we can have that little chat that's so long overdue?
Get away while you can.
It seems Jack doesn't want to talk to his father. We'll have to kill him, you know, and all the rest of them.
I never agreed to kill anybody.
Why else would you have opened that door? There's only one way forward now. But don't worry. You will be rewarded. What Jack has taken from me, I will bestow upon you freely. The gift of immortality. But first I have some unfinished business to deal with. With your help, I trust. Meet me at Cabot House. I'm sure that's where the rats will congregate.
Excuse me.
We'll talk after my family is dealt with. Let's go. I'll meet you at Cabot House.
Who's there? Have you lost your mind? Why did you release Lorenzo?
I'm sorry I let him go. That was a mistake.
It's a little late for that epiphany. I'm sure Lorenzo's on his way to kill us all right now.
We could use her help, Jack. You did kind of drop her in the middle of that whole Lorenzo situation without much context.
Convince me that I should still trust you.
Now I understand why you locked him up. He's insane and has to be stopped.
Well, for Edward's sake, okay.
Oh my...
Ah, you're all here. Good.
How did you get in here?
Why so surprised? This is my house, after all. I like what you've done with the place.
Lorenzo, thank God you finally escaped. Jack just wouldn't listen. You know I would never.
You have all betrayed me. Kept me a prisoner and fed off me like vampires to prolong your pathetic, worthless lives. That is now over. Your time is up.
It was Jack.
Fallout. If you haven't been a good neighbor recently, like I certainly haven't, because I haven't been anywhere, you might not know about the latest news there. Now, I'm not saying I know this for sure, and I certainly didn't have
now
anything to do with
see?
it. But
I told you
there's
what
been
would happen.
A robbery, supposedly. It sounds like someone, again, not me, I cannot stress that enough, someone
You're right.
else.
I should have listened to you back at Parsons.
You did come back to help. I'll give you that much. At least nobody died. Small miracle, really. I only wish I'd been able to find some way to cure my father before it came to this. I still believe that with a little more time, I might have found some way to remove the artifact. But it doesn't matter now.
What now?
I need to bury my father and clean up this mess. I won't be back to Parsons again. Before you go, you did make the right choice in the end. So I feel I owe you something for your help. I think this is fair compensation. I won't be needing your services after this.
Now here's, anything goes.
Saving your family has got to be worth more than that.
You know, I was so close to understanding the artifact. Now that I can study it directly, I may be able to do something useful with it. Come back in a week or so. All my research may not have been completely in vain.
I don't understand why he was so angry at all of us. It was for his own good. Couldn't he see that?
Hi.
He was going to kill me. Kill all of us.
Lorenzo might have killed us all if it wasn't for you.
Excuse me.
I always knew we shouldn't be using the serum. But who could resist such a
At
temptation?
least no one was killed.
Security's too good. Hey there.
I guess Jack knew what he was doing, keeping Lorenzo locked up like that.
Excuse me.
It could have been a lot worse.
If you haven't been a good neighbor recently, like I certainly haven't, because I haven't been anywhere, you might not know about the latest news there. Now, I'm not saying I know this for sure, and I certainly didn't have anything to do with it. But, there has been a,
Now you see, I told you what would
Kill all
happen.
of us.
Sounds like
You're right.
You did. At least nobody...
Sure.
I only wish. I still believe that with a little more... But it doesn't matter now.
What now?
I need to bury... Before you go, I think this...
familiar with Hancock.
Saving your family has gotta be worth more than that.
You know, I was... Come back in a week.
While I do not personally know Mr. Hancock, his reputation suggests he is not the sort of person... ghoul you'd want to cross.